Alright guys, how's it going? Moto Dragon here again. Hoping this works. I just realised I was such an idiot and I recorded a video yesterday. My microphone was on level 3 sensitivity somehow. My camera was in 1080p 30 like 120 degrees like field of view, and bitrate was on normal. So normally you need it on vivid and high and 1080p 30 for it to be kind of nice. So I don't know how it happened. I think maybe when my camera froze last, it what the fuck is going on here? I think when it froze last, it must have reset itself. So if it freezes now, I know it's definitely the card. So at least I'll be able to say that, and I can just buy a new card. Because I have a really, really good card, but I can't put it in the camera because it's a 128 gig and Drift Goes S. It doesn't accept 128 gig cards. It's a bit of a fucking nightmare, but I'm back. About time. What is going on with all this traffic? Probably another accident. There's usually always an accident at least once a month up here. But yeah guys, I'm back. I'm able to make videos again. I was along probably 6 weeks without a video, easily 6 weeks, and the reason for that is I didn't have a computer. So I use a laptop to do all my editing because I don't have the room. I don't really have the room for a computer. So I just get laptops because it's easier. But my last laptop that I used to edit on, it was sent away for repair, and then it ended up being broken again, pretty much. And they just wouldn't repair it. They just kept saying there's nothing wrong with it, even though there was. So that's why it took so long. Is this all because of a tractor? It is all because of a tractor. Fucking hell. Oh, Mr. Van. Oh. What a fucking idiot. You're an absolute knob. But yeah, that's why I didn't have a laptop. It just took fucking. That's why I didn't have a computer, so I couldn't actually make videos. And it was just kind of a waiting game. It was so fucking annoying, but I have one now. I can start making videos again. And I can start making videos again just as I'm about to go away. I'm going away for a week, so I'm not going to be recording again. But I have something to talk about, and it's kind of something very serious. Thankfully it wasn't to me, but it was to a good friend. And I personally think, and you'll probably see why, I personally think he needs to go to the media about this. I generally don't really like the media, but I think he needs to go about this because I didn't know the full story when I was making the video yesterday, but now after talking to him all day yesterday, I got the full story, and it's fucking shit. It's so bad on the cops' part. So I've talked about motorcycle security, like locks and how not to get it stolen. Talked about that in the past. And what happened to my mate, all the locks in the world ain't gonna help. So basically what happened is he's seen 2 robbed bikes being driven in the way that he was going. So he's like, right, okay, I'll follow, see where they stop. So my mate Cam, who this happened to, like, all he really wants to do is help. He's such a nice guy. I've been friends with him for a while, and like we've helped each other out in the past. Like he's such a cool dude. And his mentality for following these guys was, well, if it was his bike, he'd hope that someone would kind of do the same. So he was following them, and they ended up going into an estate. So he was like, right, I'll follow them, which, you know, no point saying you shouldn't have done that because it's too fucking late now, and he knows. But he followed them, and I say 100% that they knew that that he was following them. So he was following them into the estate, turned the corner, and there was about 10 of them, and they started throwing bricks and cement and who knows what else at him, and knocked him off the bike. And then they just started kicking the shit out of him. Like, fuck, they just started kicking lumps into him. And then what makes it worse, they called the cops, and the cops didn't dispatch anyone for whatever reason. He doesn't know why. They just didn't send anyone out. The main thing you have to keep in mind is where this happened is reasonably close to a cop station. So, you know, there's no point, there's no reason why they couldn't send anyone out. But what happened is they ended up kind of going, alright, fuck this guy, and then they robbed his bike. They bike jacked him, and they took his bike. He had like his tank bags and all full of, you know, valuables, like expensive valuables, because he was going to his girlfriend's house, I think. There was a few £100 worth of stuff, and then not to mention the bike. So they fucking bike jacked him, which I didn't think we would do in Ireland, but apparently this is the norm. So in Ireland we're starting to have a bit of a crime epidemic with like bikes and scooters and everything, similar to London, but thankfully nowhere near as like violent, kind of, until what happened the other day. So generally, like, bikes have been getting, as of this year, it's just been a real like rapid increase in bike theft. We don't know why, it just happened. They're stealing any type of bike, regardless of what the fuck it is, they're gonna steal it. It never really resorted to violence. Like in the UK, there's people that will throw acid at people and hit you with hammers and everything if you try to stop them, which is a bit mental. Here, it's more of a, they'll either rob the bike from your house when you're asleep so you won't even know, or they'll rob it if they can, like in public. If they can chuck it into a van if there's no locks on it and they can wheel it off. But it's never gotten to the stage of actual violence. So the fact that they bet the shit out of him and then said, fuck, I'm going to steal your bike, after already been on 2 nicked bikes, it's a bit kind of scary, and it's a bit kind of fucking disgusting that there's scumbags like that now that will do that, and that will be accepted. And a lot of it is down to the punishment here, you know, we're not hard enough. Now, I understand that a lot of people are always like, there's always going to be 2 sides to it, of the cops need to do more, blah blah blah. I'm on the side that the cops are really fucking tired, to be honest. I think a lot of cops, I think personally a lot of cops don't give a fuck. They just seem to not really care. But a lot of them, I think a lot of them wish they could do more. For the simple fact that, you know, if someone on a bike runs, oh, how the fuck can they stop them? Is, you know, ramming them and potentially killing people worth your job? It's not. Honestly, it's not. And regardless of what fucking bike it is, it's not worth your job for ramming people, because there's no other way. But yeah, then what happened to Cam is, I think he either rang or went back to the police station. Friendo. I think he either called the police or went straight back, or went back to them like as fast as he could. And all the cops done was said, oh sorry, we didn't send anyone out. We didn't think it would escalate, or something along those lines. Like, what the fuck? You know, the cops are there meant to protect you, and all they can do is apologise when it gets a little further. Like, I don't get how, like, you can ring a cop and say, I'm after getting assaulted and bed up off my bike, and I'm following 2 robbed bikes, and they go, we didn't think it would escalate like that. Like, are you guys fucking stupid? Is that, like, was the person who he ended up getting to, was just lacking that bit of, you know, common sense of going, oh, there's 2 people who are robbed bikes here and they're after beating up someone, maybe we should send the car out. But nope. And that's the reason why I'm like, oh, we should really you know, go to the media about this. Because I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, he was stupid for following the bikes in the first place. And you know what, I think he knows he was a bit stupid following the bikes, but at the end of the day, he wanted to help. And if the cops aren't going to do anything, it's kind of up to ourselves. Like, so you can't, it's not really his fault, like, but it's not his fault, you know, he didn't bring it upon himself. They done that kind of, they just done that out of their own scumbagness and selfishness. Yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think he should do. It's a bit of shit. And what kind of makes it worse, actually, so this is why I'm hoping the cops actually do something, is that he's seen them go into their houses. They just turned around and, like, a lot of them just turned around and went into a few houses. So this is obviously where they fucking live. So, you know, the cops better come up with something and fast, because this is, it's kind of scary to think that people will do this now just for a bike. And mind you, it was a 99 VF4. Like, it wasn't that it's an expensive bike, you know, it's like a £2,000 bike. So like, what the fuck are they gonna do for a more expensive bike, a faster bike? Probably fucking kill you for it, you know. It might get to the stage where it is, they're gonna just, I'd be like, oh well, I want it, so I'm gonna do whatever I can to get it. Glad my first video back was a happy, light-hearted video. But please send all your good thoughts and your love to my friend who this happened. You know, just drop a comment wishing him well, because he is a bit sore from getting kicked around, as you can imagine, and now he's after losing a bike and everything. So, you know, let's hope that we can find the bike, and, you know, hopefully we can find the people that done this, or even some of them. We're not going to find them all, but some of them. Look guys, that's the video. Hope all of you enjoyed. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll talk to you on the next video.